Can you hear me okay? Because you're kind of staticky right now.
We can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, great. Okay. Hey, I'm not sure if I disagree with anything you say. I'm just calling in because I'm a fan.
All right. Well, I appreciate it.
So, hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, we never met in person, but like I've been following you on YouTube for about, about 2018. And you've changed a bit since then, I know, but, I was planning to like head up to Washington one day when you were up there, just to say, hey, you've been good since then?
No complaints. I'm hanging in there.
Yeah. Do you want to try to disagree about something? Like, I don't know if like that's what your audience would like, or, you know what I mean?
What do you think about the current administration as far as the administration that's going to be coming in, as far as Trump's administration and his cabinet picks?
Well, I voted for Trump 3 times, and I think they're wonderful. How about you?
I think the complete opposite. I think he's making the same mistake that he made in 2016.
Well, he's learned from his 4 years, though. You know, like he was president. The left was like, if they're saying that like Trump was going to do this and this and this and this, like start World War III, he would have done it in that 4 years. You know, here we are. But I mean, I respect your opinion. Don't get me wrong. You know, like I said, I'm a big fan of yours.
You don't find it problematic as far as Matt Gaetz, as far as being nominated as Attorney General?
Well, look, I've heard on Twitter, I've heard on Facebook, I've heard a lot of places that Matt Gaetz is this evil dude, but I've never seen any factual evidence that that he is what people say he is. I personally haven't, but I mean, and I try not to live in an echo chamber. Like, I try to watch both sides of news, like I watch CNN and Fox, Twitter and Facebook. I mean, if you call that news, of course. But yeah, I've never seen any actual real evidence of Matt Gaetz being a pedo. I know that. I mean,
I think it has to do with not necessarily with real evidence, because you would see that in court. But as far as with the allegations, when you have McCarthy talking about, well, the reason why he stepped down is because Matt Gaetz, without mentioning his name, slept with a 17-year-old. I think that's a bit problematic. When you have his sister-in-law talking about he's a pedophile, I think that's a bit problematic. I mean, he was investigated by, the ethics committee in regards to this. And now you have, as far as the Speaker of the House talking about, well, I don't think the investigation should be made public.
I've never seen that. Like I said, I mean, I try not to live in an echo chamber, but I have never seen, I've heard people say that. I've heard a lot of people say it, but as far as me actually seeing like any, DOJ documents myself or any type of actual evidence, it's just not there.
Do you think as far as the allegations of people close to him saying that makes it a bit concerning?
If I knew them personally and they told me that, absolutely. Put it this way. If I knew Matt Gaetz actually was like a sexual predator, but if he was, oh yeah, I would condemn him. Absolutely. Like for sure, no doubt. I don't play the side of like,
but the
just
people
because
close to him have said that he's a predator.
And here again, look, Lucas, but I've never talked to them personally. So it's like on my.
So you have to speak to the person yourself in order to believe them?
Face to face, yeah, and I'm a very much face to face person. Like I like to do everything face to face. I love people. I love to talk to people face to face. I love to engage with people face to face, go out to dinner and all that stuff like that. I mean, I'm on the internet a lot. Don't get me wrong, but as far as just like actually taking someone for what they'd say, yeah, I like to look me in the eye. I got to read someone like straight up, that's me though.
So what do you have to say about as far as Trump being found liable for sexual assault?
I think I voted in a president. I didn't vote in like a pastor. That's my stance. I mean, people have called me all sorts of horrible things online. Trust me. But I'm like the real deal ultra MAGA. And like, I like Trump. I think he had a great presidency, frankly. I think he has been slandered ridiculously hard. However, I think it's just been the constant. I mean, you should know this, man. Like, honestly, I followed you.
I do.
You're a very rational guy.
I think he's been horrible for the Republican Party.
Well, I mean, and
I think the Republican Party has gone more left than anything, and he's destroyed the party.
And yet they support him 100% now. So, but they back him 100% now.
That makes it even worse.
Am I wrong? How is it worse?
Because we have Caitlyn Jenner on Fox News. We have Blair White and Dave Rubin, who just got as far as twins via surrogacy. 10 years ago, that would have never happened.
Blair White?
They've accepted as far as the entire LGBT. Trump isn't talking about reinstating... What?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Have you ever met Blair White?
Blair White is a man, a biological man that people are treating as a woman.
I know she is. Her name's Robert.
You just said she.
Yeah, but I respect her. Like, she is, like, literally earned my respect.
You just said her. It's a man.
Agreed. She's a biological male.
You just said she's a biological man.
Agreed.
No, there's nothing to agree about. You can't be talking about, hey, they're making the kids trans, and then also be like, well, I like this trans because they say things that I like. We have Caitlyn Jenner as a representative on Fox News.
Hold on. Blair is fully against kids being made trans. So am I.
Blair should not be a pedophile who's against pedophilia. Is still a pedophile.
You're calling Blair a pedophile?
No, the point that I'm making is that someone who is a part of what you're against, just because they're against it as well, doesn't change as far as that they shouldn't be on the team. When we have the walk away movement, Brandon Straka is an overt, blatant homosexual. He shouldn't be on the Republican Party. The Republican Party is majority conservative Christians.
Yes, they are. And so, I mean, that's exactly who I am.
So how do we rationalize having these people on the team when they go against everything that we allegedly, historically have stood for? How do you have a culture war with a homosexual man as a host of the culture war?
Because I don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. It's like, I'm not God and I'm not Jesus. They are much higher than me, I assure you. And they are the judge of these individuals. Everything about Christianity is all about the individual, Lucas.
God also says to have as far as discernment. These people aren't saying that they're living in sin. Why are conservatives as far as buddying up with people who are overt in sin?
Well, here, I'll explain. Does Dave Rubin, sorry, who are we talking about again? Not Dave Rubin is
married to a man who just had as far as a surrogacy of 2 twins. This is the same person talking about he doesn't want as far as gay sex or anything or gay rights be taught in schools. How can he say that as a gay man who's about to have a child?
Hold on now. Dave Rubin, I said Dave Rubin, but I was thinking about what you said, Brandon Straka. Brandon Straka, Dave Rubin, Blair White, I mean, all 3 of them. I mean, do they need to repent of their sins? Absolutely. We all do. That's what being human is. That's what being a sinner is. That's the whole Christian lifestyle. Like, everyone is welcome to the table of Christianity.
Are they advocating for the removal as far as, or the reinstatement of the Defense of Marriage Act?
I don't know them personally. I've never heard that.
None of them are. Not even Trump is. No Republican who was running, not DeSantis, not Tulsi, not, I forgot the other, Christie, none of them.
Was Christie, no, he didn't. Did he get Christie in the cabinet? No way.
None of them are running for the Defense of Marriage Act to reinstate it. Not even Vivek.
Oh, I love Vivek. Love the dude. Seriously, he's great. He's so intelligent.
As far as a moral superiority when you're just as bad as the left.
Who, me, personally?
The Republicans, conservatives.
I mean, they're not. I mean,
they very much are. You can't, as far as validate trans, but then be upset when they want to give as far as hormone blockers to trans kids.
They don't. What are you talking about? The left is wanting to do that.
That's the point that I'm making. It's a hypocritical position. You can't be in support of trans, but then not be in support of trans.
No, you can, because children, let children be children. However, adults, my body, my choice, right?
Hold on.
We agree.
Was a trans adult, were they a trans kid?
I think a true transsexual is born that way. Yeah, I do.
Okay, then.
Personally.
So if they are, in fact, if trans kid exists, then they should be allowed to have puberty blockers. Because the whole point of puberty blockers is to postpone their puberty.
Why? If they know they're trans, then they should just go right on estrogen.
So you want to give trans kids hormones? You want to have them?
No, I didn't say that.
That's what you just said. You said if they're trans, then they should go straight on to hormones.
No, I didn't say they should. I said they could. Sorry. I mean, really, if that's what you heard, I'm sorry. I did not mean that.
Do you believe that they should? If they could, do you believe that they should? Or do you believe that they should be allowed to?
I think that they would need their parents and a medical team. I mean, I would. The last thing I would want is like a trans kid to kill themselves.
So you don't sound conservative at all.
And yet I am. I was born conservative.
This is the problem: is that you think you're conservative. This is how far left the Conservative Party has gone. Is that now you feel that you're conservative?
Okay.
That's precisely my point. That there's really no difference.
That's totally cool.
Your stance is no different than the left.
It very much is.
It's literally not. That's exactly what the left advocates for.
Everyone I know on the left, not everyone. I don't want to paint the whole entire left as one thing. Let me say this. 95% of the people that I know personally, that I grew up with on the left, do not believe in God. I do. That's just one thing.
Okay, outside of God, your social positions are very much liberal.
Well, I mean, if you want to call me that, hey, look, you're calling me that. I never said that, though. You know,
I'm not calling you that. It's just that's your views. That's where they tend to lean in the political spectrum.
Cool. I mean, seriously, if you honestly believe that, Lucas, that's totally fine. I mean, I'm not hurt by that. I hope
it's not meant to be.
You're not
hurtful.
either. No, great. Then we're on the same page. You know.
We're I guess so, but I'm not on the same page with you. Because I think the Conservative Party is, by your own admittance, as far as what you believe you are as a conservative, I think the Conservative Party has completely fallen off the wagon. And I think that was the catalyst for that movement. How did we fall off the wagon when we literally just won 10 days ago? What did you win? You didn't win anything.
We won the election. We literally, it was a red wave.
Conservatism.
We won the presidency. We won the Senate. We won the House.
But it's not a win for conservatism. It's a win for a liberal light.
Is that what you think Trump and his whole cabinet is?
Trump was a liberal. Trump has always been a liberal.
I agree. You said the perfect word, was a liberal.
He is a liberal.
Okay, so
Tulsi Gabbard.
You think he is a liberal?
She just recently converted, talking about she's a Republican.
Yeah, recently converted.
Do you think that's legitimate?
We agree. Absolutely, because I trust her.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw the video myself. I mean, yes,
I don't trust Trump's judgment, given that 40 out of his 44 cabinet members wouldn't even endorse him. His own vice president, Pence, wouldn't endorse him.
Lucas, I love you, man. I'm telling you. But in 2018, I said that Tulsi was going to flip. And it was I felt 6 years later, it was wow, what a I told you so moment. I mean, I know we didn't talk, you know what I mean? But I definitely told, family and friends, close friends, I was like, Tulsi's so flipping. I mean, she's a wonderful person, really. I mean, she's
You don't think that's a bit problematic as far as the party's become a bunch of Democrats who have flipped, quote unquote, to be Republican?
If that was true, I'd say it's problematic. I just think that's your opinion.
There was literally a whole walk-away movement. What do you mean?
Brandon Straka started the walk-away movement.
Yes, and a lot of the people within the party were ex-Democrats.
Yeah, and they walked away from the Democrat Party.
But they brought their values and principles with them to the Republican Party.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I really do. Trust me, I see what you're saying. But so Brandon Straka is the pinhole that let in all these like left-wing people
No, that would be Trump.
to the Republican Party, or
That would be
that'd
Trump.
be Trump?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like I said, I don't like love Trump like I love like a partner, obviously, but
Yeah, I think it's a bit problematic when you have a quote unquote Republican nominee talking about if you burn the American flag, we're going to send you to jail. That's a bit problematic.
Yeah.
I think it was problematic
when
he was doing executive orders on behalf of Israel, talking about if you say anything on college campuses that would be perceived as anti-Semitic, you're going to get expelled.
Well, think about this though. Maybe, just maybe, just putting this in your head. Just what if Trump was saying that because he heard about what I heard about? Excuse me. That when the Proud Boys leader Enrico Tarrio burned the BLM flag, he got in trouble for that. Maybe it's just like a, eye for an eye. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, no, because it would be under as far as the First Amendment to burn the American flag.
Then why did Enrique get in trouble for that?
I'm not sure as far as what reason he got in trouble for. I'd have to look into it. I highly doubt it was just because of the flag. It was probably something regarding the hate crime that he said or did.
Well, I mean, hey, look it up, honestly. Like, you and your viewers can absolutely look up anything I'm saying and try to fact check it. But Enrico Tarrio, I want to say it was like 2021. It was shortly, I think it was shortly before January 6th or after. It was right around that time, But that's when kind of Enrique was kind of, if you want to call his career a career, that's when he was like peaking. And that's what he got arrested for. Just one of many things, honestly, But you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. No, okay. Sorry, I thought I lost you.
No. I just think there's a lot of things that would bar Trump from even getting a Republican nomination, such as him as far as implementing a bump stock ban. That would be game over.
Well, I did.
Him saying as far as
Twitter,
take their guns and then give them due process. That's you lost the vote.
Yeah, I did hear on Twitter, by the way, just today that there's some mail-in ballots still coming in that could block, totally uproot the election.
All right, so when it comes to Tarrio, yeah, he was charged for destruction of property. That's what he was charged with.
The flag.
Yes, that wasn't his. So yeah, that makes sense. You just can't go around just burning people's flags.
No, I agree with that. I do.
Okay,
really.
so it wasn't a tick for tat.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. What else? I'm loving this. Seriously.
The bump stock, like I said, the bump stock.
The bump stock?
The bump stock ban?
Yeah. What's that?
I think that disqualifies Trump from being a Republican or even running again on the Republican platform.
Oh, you're talking about guns.
Yes.
Oh, I'm not a gun person. Sorry.
What does that have to do with upholding the Second Amendment?
Well, I'm still for the Second Amendment, even though I don't have guns myself. But
so wouldn't Trump violating the Second Amendment disqualify him?
Not sure.
Not sure about what? I'm
not sure what he put out that is against the Second Amendment.
The bump stock ban.
I mean, I didn't know he did that. Again, you're telling me first, this is the first time I'm hearing it. So.
You didn't know that Trump did a bump stock ban? It was recently this year that it was far as deemed unconstitutional by the Supreme Court.
No, I didn't. I kept up with Trump a lot, 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. It was around 23, 24 where it's just I was seeing a lot of them, more than I could watch him.
Yeah, I would argue that that would disqualify him, in my opinion.
But look, he's the president now. We'll see what happens. I'm definitely not holding my breath that the Dems are gonna somehow take control. But, I mean, really, good
No,
luck.
they lost the House and the Senate. I don't think we're going to get a wall because we didn't get it in the first administration. And I think he's going to bring in more migrants to the country, which is what he said he wanted to do. I don't see how that benefits the country.
You're telling me that Trump wants to bring in migrants from the border?
He wants to bring in legal migrants. That's correct.
Oh, come on.
Those are his words.
You've changed so much.
That's what he said, not me. I didn't say that. Trump said that.
I got to be honest. I just don't believe you. I'm sorry, Lucas. I don't believe he wants to bring in migrants from the southern border. He spent 4 years saying, let's build the wall,
Yeah, illegals. He's talking about legal migrants. He wants more legal migration into the country.
Oh, that's fine. Cool. Everyone wants legals.
How is that fine? How is that America
because
first?
Because they're legal. The whole deal with the wall and everything was to keep illegals out. I agree with Trump there.
So how does that benefit the American people by having more migrants?
I like people, for one. I mean, look, I don't mind like more people around. I miss the times when I went to the mall and it was very
just more people, packed. Right? It's more competition, right? That means more people who are going to be going for the job, the same job you are. More people going for the same house you are.
Well, but Lucas, haven't we been competing as like the human race, human species for thousands of years? Honestly,
Yes, and that's what led us to have a country and citizens.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I want to compete with a migrant?
I would. I mean, really, I would compete with a migrant.
So then what's the difference? What's the difference between that and an illegal immigrant then? Why do we? Then what's the issue with illegal immigrants?
Well, you just said it. That's the very first word you said.
So the only issue is that they're illegal. So why not just do a pathway to citizenship?
I'm sure many have tried, but the point is, I think.
So you would be okay with a pathway to citizenship?
Of course, isn't that the way it's always been?
Why didn't you vote for Kamala Harris? That's what it sounds like. Who you are for, Kamala Harris?
Because she is. I mean, are you serious?
I'm serious. Why didn't you vote for Kamala Harris?
Because she has had literally 4 different accents from the times I've seen her.
You're an intelligent woman. I know you're not going to withhold your vote from a candidate because of their accent. So what's the real reason you didn't vote for Kamala Harris? Because you're smarter than that.
Sure, I can keep going.
Go for it.
I can absolutely keep going. Okay.
Is there a policy that you didn't agree with her on?
I didn't know her policies because I never went to her website to look at her policies. I asked people on social media, what are Kamala's policies? I got laughed at. So I was like, okay, then what do you want me to do? Go to her website? I didn't. I just literally asked my friends and family, what are her policies? I got laughed at. Besides her accents, I totally did not like the fact that she told someone who said, praise Jesus at the rally. You're in the wrong place. That to me, that's so evil.
Well, I think the issue wasn't as far as what the person said. The focus was that they were being disruptive to the rally.
The clip I saw, it was just that. That's the clip I heard. But think about this. That's one person in the audience. Kamala had the microphone.
Yes, and they can still be disruptive, just as the people who were, protesting about Gaza were disruptive.
Well, I'm just saying, I think Kamala needs Jesus, and we all do. But that's 2 reasons.
Yeah.
The third, she was in charge of the border for 4 years, and migrants. The whole thing got worse, and every border person patrolled down there said that.
Well, they did try to do a border bill, which Trump blocked.
Trump blocked a border bill.
You're not aware of the bipartisan border bill?
Again, no, I've never heard this.
Yeah, it was a bipartisan border bill that Trump didn't want the Republicans to do. So
it just sounds like completely backwards. But I mean, because my whole thing was the Democrats loved the illegals. Mm-hmm. I think they loved the migrants. I think they saw them as votes, and it was like, come on in, vote for us. And
well, illegals can't vote.
They shouldn't. I agree. I mean, but
they don't.
They shouldn't. But have I ever seen a legal vote with my own eyes? No. But
you don't think, as far as when Trump held the Bible up backwards for a photo shoot, you don't find that to be a bit problematic?
I didn't see that. I did not see that.
Gotcha.
Are you talking about when he went to the church?
Yes.
When he supposedly cleared the path?
Yeah, he
the
cleared out the protesters.
The picture I saw, he was holding it straight. And in fact, the only video I've seen of Trump, he was praising God and praising Jesus. So seriously, unless you're saying like I am being just fed lies by the whole party, you know what I mean? That's what I've seen with my own eyes. No, I've never seen a picture of Trump holding the Bible backwards or upside down or anything.
Gotcha.
I haven't, Lucas.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't disagree that you haven't. Do you think the mass deportation? How do you see that impacting the country?
Remains to be seen. Honestly, I hope. I hope it goes well for like literally everyone. I do. You know. I hope that. Like, I care a lot about kids. You know. I would hate to see families broken up. I would hate that. But at the same time, if they're here illegally, it's like, like, what can you do? Like, I don't like crime. I don't like illegal things. But at the same time, I do kind of see the left side as far as like, I think the left has said that, there would be some jobs. There'd be like kind of like a vacuum, you know? I mean, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think there would be a vacuum, but I don't think it would be fulfilled with American workers.
No?
No, because the whole point of illegal immigration, that it's cheap labor. So if those positions are vacated, then I don't see why they would give them to Americans who they would have to pay as far as minimum wage in certain benefits, whether that's healthcare or dental, depending on the jobs.
Well, depending on the jobs, obviously, you know.
But the whole point would be as far as cheap labor. So regardless, whatever they pay is going to be more than what they were paying the illegals. So I feel like it's going to be a fast track to automation.
Well, I'm not a fan of AI, trust me. I'm not. But I have heard, like, for the past, like, I want to say like a year now, like so-called professionals are saying like, yeah, AI is coming, brace yourself, like, the musicians are going to hit first and artists and stuff like that. And then like, it's just going to be like a domino effect. Hey, if I was in charge, I would want all humans running things, you know what I mean? No robots, but honestly, like, that's just, again, what I've heard is like AI's really kind of taking over. And I mean, I don't believe the Terminator's real, but yeah, if it comes down to, humans versus machines, I'm all about the humans, baby.
Yeah. All
but
right.
yeah, so I think we disagreed on a lot of things, but I think we agree on a lot of things, Lucas,
Yeah, I definitely do.
And I hope you're doing good, truly. Like I said, I've been a fan for 6 years. Maybe I'll bug you on Twitter someday.
There we go.
Or maybe not. I don't know. It depends.
Or Truth
Have
Social.
a good night, seriously.
You as well. You take care and stay safe.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.